Okay, as promised, we're going to go over the Animal. Oh, I changed shirts. Like it? Anyway, this is Animal, the Dyson DC-40, I think it was called. And the machine itself has basically three parts. This is the reservoir for the dirt. To release it, you push this down and it pops out. To remove this, there's a little switch right here. Pull that back, push this. That comes off. Put that down. And then this part here is the collection assembly, I guess. Don't really have any idea how it works. It works really well though. And then to get that off, you push this button right there. That pulls off. Then this is the motor and switch unit. And this part here is the filter. You can see it's dirty. I haven't cleaned it. And that pulls it right off. And the motor's in there, which sucks the air. So this is the filter. Now, this has to be cleaned pretty much after every use. So you take it apart like that, and the best way to clean this is just to rinse it out under running water, run water over it and squeeze it. But it takes 24 hours for it to dry before you can use it again. So normally what I'll do is, especially if I'm like working one day right after another, is I'll take it off and I'll go out and beat it like this, fairly firmly, not as soft like this, but fairly firmly against the sidewalk, against the what do you call it, bumper on my truck or something, and you get the dust off. It's all collected on this side, so you don't have to beat the white side, just the blue side, like that. Do it several times till it stops dropping dirt, and then put it back in place. As long as the blue side's facing out, you can put it this way or this way. There's no up or down for this thing. And then you clean this out. This part, just blow it out. And this part, likewise, I beat this part against a rock or something else to get the dirt from inside out. This can be washed as well. This cannot. It's got electrical bits and pieces on it and will corrode. So this one, you just blow it out. And what I like to use is compressed air from the shop, but I don't really want to go through and trying to show you how to do all that because that's using somebody else's equipment. Anyway, to reassemble, just put this back in like that, snaps in place, snap that, and there's a little flange right here which fits into this slot right there. Just attach that and press and push that down. There you go. One other thing is on the back of it, there's this little button. This is a normal speed. Push this button, it goes turbo. Problem with turbo is if you use it a lot, it really eats up the battery. This thing will run for about 20 minutes continuous, only 12 on turbo. It uses a lot of power, the battery just doesn't last long. For most of the jobs that I do, it works fine, just on without turbo. Turbo's where it's really, honestly I've never used it. I don't know what it's particularly good for. Now to assemble the thing, here's the wand. And it's got obviously two ends. This end's got a little thing that sticks out. This one has a button. The sticky outy part is where the contacts for the electronics are, and that goes right here. So you just slide it in there. There's a slot for the button, and it clicks. Likewise, the power head does the same thing, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, when using it, back and forth like that, and because the head rotates, you can also and go like that. It's really good for instance, coming up to a door. Say this carpet was all, the floor was all carpeted. It's kind of like that. Good for the edges of walls and whatnot. Every now and again, though, because this machine's old, the meter bar in there will stop turning. And when it does that, just stop the machine, then start it again, and it'll pick right back up. Anyway, then, besides that, for doing stairs or furniture, although for commercial buildings we don't use it for furniture very much, you can take the, I should have showed you that, you take the wand off and then just attach the power head directly to it. Works great on stairs. Or if you want, this is the smaller power head, which I showed you earlier. It likewise clicks. Now it doesn't rotate or move or anything. This thing will rotate back and forth. This has a lot better suction than that does, but it just doesn't cover as much of an area, and it's a little harder to push. But it does work good, and this is especially good on upholstery. So that is the Animal. I think that's good for that.